The ocean is the most dangerous environment to train in, for the simple fact that everything can go wrong at once. You have to deal with the depths of the water, the currents, the tides, the sea life. It is a very extremely dangerous environment, which is why we train so hard with our students. We can put them safely in the ocean by themselves, day or night, in the worst possible conditions, and they will conduct that mission to perfection.
All right guys, we're here at the Special Forces Underwater Operations School. We're gonna be observing the Combat Diver Qualification course. We're really excited to be out here in beautiful Key West, Florida. This course is considered one of the most difficult schools that you can go to, one of the hardest badges to earn in the US military. It taxes you not only physically, not only mentally. There's just no room for letting anybody through but the best, because ultimately the ocean doesn't care about your feelings. The ocean doesn't care about whether you are good at something or not good at something. One of the instructors already told us that, like, hey, Big Blue don't care. The weather's a little bit shaky this week. I'm sure the guys are gonna be in for a rough go of it. We're not coming at this from the first couple of weeks. I think a lot of people, when they're used to seeing the Combat Diver Qualification course, they're used to seeing the drown proofing, the pool work, guys getting scuffed up right when they first show up here. That's not the case. We're coming in at the end of the course where everything's coming together, where they start implementing the tactics as well as their knowledge of diving and their knowledge of waterborne operations, all into one cohesive package to be effective when they go back to their Special Forces dive team or their Ranger unit or wherever they're coming from. This class is still being a little bit impacted from the pandemic. It's normally a 6-week course. This one's only 5 weeks. But the instructors have already told us so far that this is one of their stronger classes, even though that it's a condensed schedule and they're having to do more in less days, but that they're doing overall very well. So we're really excited to go see them. I know we're gonna be up in helicopters, we're gonna be out in the ocean, we're gonna be underwater, we're gonna go see the whole thing. So you're gonna see exactly what a combat diver looks like as they're finishing up this elite course.
Although the study of underwater diving techniques is not a required part of the training program at Bad Tolls, 100% of the men here have volunteered to add skin diving to their list of specialties.
Combat diving originated from the OSS after World War II.
Practicing switching aqualungs underwater helps to develop a sense of discipline under artificially severe conditions.
They saw the need for an underwater infiltration method to get into denied areas, and that blossomed into what we are today. Our schoolhouse was set up in 1964, and since then we have been ever evolving to meet the demands of the current climate that we face in the military.
We are the premier unit when it comes to unconventional warfare. And that is what is mainly our focus.
The more and more we shift our focus from a landlocked operation to the near peer, the relevancy of combat diving becomes greater and greater.
The mission essentially is really to be clandestine, subsurface, and using the closed circuit rebreather, the LAR-5, doesn't produce any bubbles. So signature as far as subsurface, you won't be able to see them and not be able to detect them from afar coming to